All right. Let me just make sure everything's all good. I had to redo my scenes here to. Okay, yeah, okay. I was making sure I was coming in through the right microphone. No Jack this Sunday morning, as he got in super duper late last night from a trip that he was on. Hopefully that's the only hiccup that we have this season. But me and Jack, we're both human beings, and stuff happens. So, it is what it is. I'm getting the post shared right now because I've been having a bunch of technical difficulties because I had to set up some stuff. But give me one quick second, and we'll get started. All right. It's weird doing the show solo because I haven't done it that way in a long time. So I think I'm just gonna kind of go through what I expect to happen in today's game. And honestly, I think that's about it. I don't think I'll go too in depth. I will say a piece of bad news that came out earlier this week. Anthony Bow and Christian De La Salle are both officially inactive for today's game, so we're going to be starting a backup linebacker as well as Rashad Hill at left tackle. But I think with De La Salle's injury throughout camp and everything, that was to be expected. We shouldn't have been expecting to see Christian De La Salle week 1 against Cincinnati. So the question is, can Rashad Hill hold up against the Bengals pass rush to give Cousins time to, find the weapons, and can he also be effective in the run game? I think De La Salle has shown one thing, and that's that he is a solid backup tackle kind of swing lineman. So I think he'll be serviceable. I always say the point of a backup is to be able to play competently for a month if they have to. I usually am saying it about quarterbacks. You want them to be able to go 2-2. I think Rashad Hill is competent enough that we might be able to start the season 2-2 with him. But just talking about today's game, giving out game balls, who I think is going to win game balls anyway. On the defensive side of the ball, I got to go with Michael Pierce. It's either him or it's Danielle Hunter. I should probably go with Danielle because I feel like Danielle will have the flashier game just because, he's the edge rusher. But, man, I want to go with Michael Pierce just because I think him and Snacks Harrison or Damian Harrison or whatever his name is, I can't even remember, they're going to form such a good wall in the middle of that defensive line. I don't think Joe Mixon's going to be able to get much going. Not to mention Zach Taylor already isn't a big fan of establishing the running game. I really think that there's going to be very little rushing yards for the Cincinnati Bengals today. And that's where, my thoughts on the game. There's going to be a lot of pressure on this secondary. I think it's going to be kind of a baptism by fire. And hopefully the defensive line that isn't going to be allowing them to run the ball can also make Joe Burrow get the ball out quick, and we can rally to the tackle or maybe jump a couple of routes and get the interception. So on the defensive side of the ball, I'm going with Michael Pierce to win the game ball as he stuffs up the middle. And then on the other side of the ball, going over to offense, I'm gonna say that Justin Jefferson gets the game ball this week. I think he catches a couple touchdowns. I know it's not like a hot take. Excuse me. It's not a hot take to say that Justin Jefferson might be the best wide receiver on the field in this game today. But I think it's just true. I made a joke on a show I do on Friday nights called Fourth and Long about how Justin Jefferson was going to prove that he's the best wide receiver to come out of LSU on the field. And I think he will be. Historically, I was low on Justin Jefferson whenever we got him because he was the second best receiver on his own team, but he had a hell of a rookie campaign, so I'm excited to see what he can do going into his second season. But there will be fans in the building today. The Vikings fans typically travel pretty well. So it'll be interesting to see if we get any skull chants going on in Cincinnati. I am not at the game. I'm actually going to a game against Detroit in Minnesota, but I didn't want to go down to Paul Brown Stadium because it's not that nice of a stadium. So, I'm trying to think. So I got Jefferson for the game ball. I got Michael Pierce for the game ball. I guess if I had to pick a special team game ball, I'm going to go with the new Punto, just because, apparently, allegedly, he has a cannon. So we'll see what he's able to cook up this week. But hopefully we don't have to see him too much. So for the score predictions, I'll go ahead and quickly just say I think the Vikings win this game like 24 to like 16 or something. I think it's kind of close. I do think the Vikings will be able to pull it off. The big question mark, honestly, for me is one, the Vikings offensive line, because there are some new pieces on it and guys are moving around. Excuse me, but the second big question is, on paper, we all think this defense is going to be like a top 5 or 6 unit. Are they going to be a top 5 or 6 unit, or what's going on with that? So we'll see. Excited that football's back. Of course, Thursday was the Tampa Bay game, and now it's Sunday. And the Vikings play in an hour and 12 minutes. So I'm excited. I'm sure Jack's excited. Jack's getting in some rest. That way he can actually enjoy the game. And that's honestly all I got, guys. So thanks for tuning in, and I don't know if we'll do a post-game show or what the plan is, but I'll definitely